Hello, this is Mr. Kieffer. I'd like to show you how to do the step. And you'll find that in Google Classroom with all the dimensions. You just go to my Google Classroom and then you click right here and then you scroll down and you'll find the dimensions. I'm looking at them on my other screen right over here actually. So let me go ahead and we will get going. So we'll bring up Autodesk Inventor. This is I've done it once before, so I'll just get rid of that. And we are going to go with New and English and Standard. Remember that if this caret or this arrow isn't showing, you'll have to click on that so you get these three options. So we got English and Standard and Create. And we'll start with a 2D sketch. You got to start with 2 dimensions and then extrude it out. Go to the XY plane. And we'll just start out with a simple rectangle. And I do want to mention that as you are doing drawings, you have to think through a strategy on how you're going to do this. With this step, I'm going to make the big block and then I'm going to cut out 3 pieces and then add the step to it. And that is my strategy for this. So it's an additive and subtractive approach. And so the length of that would be 4 and tab, and the height would be 2.5 and tab and enter. And so, yeah, you should have something that looks like this. 4 by 2.5. We'll finish that sketch. And we'll hit the little house right here and extrude that out. I think it is 2.5 in depth. So we'll go ahead and 2.5 and then click OK. And when we do that, basically we have the big box, the big piece. Now we'll remove some material from this corner, and then from the bottom here, that piece underneath. And we'll add a step on there. So let's go ahead and create a sketch. Left click there, and the last one, create a sketch. Now I'm going to go for the easy ones first. We'll just knock off these corners. It turns green. Bring it that way, and you'll go with 1 inch, tab, 1 inch, tab, and then enter. And then also, we'll make sure and hit rectangle, turns green. And again, it's 1 by 1. And you can find this by looking at the dimensions. 1 by 1. Now, this bottom one is, I just hit escape, is a little more tricky because you need to identify where that is going to be. And to help us do that, we'll go with a point. There's more than one way to do this, but I'm going to go with a point. And then I'm going to dimension that point to this side and drag that down. And that distance is 0.5. And then hit enter. And that is right on the dimensions that you can see on the drawing in Google Classroom. And so from there, we're going to create a rectangle. Turns green, drag it this direction. Just don't click on it. If you click on it, then it locks it in and you don't want to do that. So that the length is 3, tab, and the up and down is 0.5, tab, and then hit enter. So now we have 2 boxes and 1 rectangle, and we're going to finish the sketch, or 2 squares, and then we are going to cut that out. And if you look at it, it kind of looks like 2 eyes and a mouth, okay? So let's hit extrude. And we are going to cut this time. So you want to click on the red one. And then what looks like a thermometer is through all. And you click on this box, and the mouth if you want. And then hit OK. So basically we have the shape that we want. Now we just need to add that step onto this side. So left click, create a sketch on that. And again, we will want a point of reference to work from. So we're going to put this just roughly right there. And what we're looking for, according to the dimensions, is the top left corner. So we'll go here, dimension, there, to that line, and that is 0.75. And we'll want a dimension from here to this line. And what is that? That is 0.5 according to the dimensions given. So that's the top left-hand corner of the step. So we're going to do a rectangle, turns green, then we're going to click, drag down and to the right. And the length of that is 1.5. The thickness tab is 0.25, which is 1/4 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch. And then hit enter. 2.5. There we go. And then escape. So now we've got that rectangle, that step in the exact right place because we took the time to put a reference point right there. So we'll go with finish the sketch and we'll extrude that out. Now it's extruding it way too far. It's like 2.5. I don't know if you can see that. It's way too far. And so we want that to be, let's just delete what's in there, and we want that to be 0.75. 0.75 according to the dimensions, and then click OK. And that's about it. Now we can make it look a little bit different. So I don't know. I went with expanded metal the last time. I think that looks pretty cool. We can do that again. And we can hit the home and get it right where you want it to be, where you can see it. That's pretty cool. I like that. So the next thing that we need to do, and it's a step that you don't want to forget, otherwise you end up having to redo it. So you'll want to save it. So the fourth one from the top, click on that, save. And it has part 9, but we want to put down step. And then save. And we can replace it. That's fine. Okay, so that should do it. I hope that helps you know how to actually do this drawing. Of course, if you have any questions, I'm happy to help you out. Have a fantastic day. We'll see ya. Bye.